So one of my most anticipated 4K releases of this year is a movie that I never thought that we would ever see on 4K, and as soon as it was announced, I got really excited. It was a day one pre-order for me. I did not want to wait until after the movie came out to get it. I had to make sure I pre-ordered it, and that is the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. But not only did we get the movie on 4K, but we got the movie uncensored for the very first time ever on 4K. And that got me really excited. I had never seen the movie uncensored, so of course my dreams were coming true for this movie. As you can tell, and as I've mentioned before on this channel, I am a massive fan of this remake. I think this is one of the best horror remakes that has ever been out there, and probably because a lot of the crew from the original Night of the Living Dead movie came back to do this movie, which I kind of like that idea. The idea of some of the crew from the original movie coming back to do a remake for, at the time, modern time. I know it's been done before for other movies, but you don't really hear that nowadays. And it turned into, in my opinion, one of the best horror remakes out there. So seeing it get a 4K release from probably the best major studio out there putting 4Ks out in a nice Steelbook, this was a no-brainer for me. So let's talk about the Steelbook itself, and then we'll talk about the 4K release as a whole. So starting with the front cover, just like always, I love that original poster art. I'm really glad that they used that. There is the back of it. That's a pretty well-known image from the movie. Really nice. We open it up, and just like always, I will be giving away the digital code at the end of the video, so stick around for that. We do get a Blu-ray disc, and we also get a 4K disc. The 4K disc is that one, and then the Blu-ray's up there. Let's take the discs out so you could see the artwork on the inside. So there is the inside artwork all together. I really like that image. For artwork for this release, Sony did a phenomenal job. In terms of artwork, just right off the bat, I couldn't be happier with what they did with this release. Now, since I already had the Steelbook open, I'll show you guys the J card so you could take a look at the artwork that they did for that and take a look at the description, the special features if you want to take a look at it. So yeah, and of course it says up front right there, 4K Ultra HD uncensored version for the first time ever, yada yada. So just looks wise, this Steelbook is a stunner. I absolutely love it. I do have one issue with the Steelbook, but I will mention that after we talk about the 4K picture and sound and special features and all that, which let's go ahead and talk about that right now. So the remake of Night of the Living Dead was scanned in 4K from the original 35mm negative, and it does support both Dolby Vision and HDR10, and the sound includes a Dolby Atmos track compatible with a 7.1 track, and it also, I think, includes a 5.1 True HD track. So tech spec wise, Sony went all out with restoring this movie, and how the movie looks on 4K, it's clear to see why I think that this movie is a contender for one of the best, if not the best 4K picture that has been released. I know there's some other great 4Ks that have come out recently, like I know the How to Train Your Dragon 4K, the new remake, that is a stunner in 4K. I've heard the new Superman movie, which I haven't watched that yet, but I've heard that is a really great 4K release. I don't have the Tron 4Ks. I might make a video about that, but we'll see. I heard the first Tron movie is another stunner, so I know that there's other contenders for what could be the best or one of the best of the year, but from what I've seen, goddamn, Night of the Living Dead looks amazing. The film has that nice grainy look to it, so it feels its age, but it also has such a sharp level of detail all throughout the movie. I was pretty surprised watching it. It actually felt like the movie was shot recently with modern 35mm cameras. Like, I'm actually surprised. Like, I know Sony is the best major studio putting out 4Ks. Like, they know what they're doing when it comes to the 4K format. We've seen them knock it out of the park when it comes to 35mm scans and even 4K upscales. They nail it every single time. But every now and then, there's just that one disc that comes out that you just see, and it just jogs that memory. And that did it for me. The whole time I was watching this 4K picture, I was just glued to the screen because I was just amazed that they were able to pick up so much detail from the 4K scan. The source is obviously a very clean source. And, you know, they didn't have to go all out like they did with this. They could have just probably just done an okay 4K job, and I'm sure fans, including myself, would have just been fine with it. But no, they really took their time with this release, and the picture alone really shows. And even when it comes to the sound for the movie, it sounds very immersive, very clean and clear. I didn't have any trouble hearing dialogue. I don't remember how the Blu-ray was with its sound. I sold that Blu-ray as soon as I pre-ordered this release, so I didn't bother keeping it to compare it. But I do remember like that having a pretty good sound too, the original Blu-ray. I don't fully remember, but I remember it being pretty good. This sound, however, it's compatible with, like I said, 7.1 sound system, so whatever you have, whether Dolby Atmos, 7.1 or even 5.1, you're gonna get a really great track. I didn't experience any issues with the sound, so I don't know if anyone else out there has had issues with it, but from what I can tell from my system, it sounded really great, really immersive, and again, Sony did a great job with it. So packaging, we get a really great Steelbook. For picture, we have possibly one of the best 4K pictures of the year. Sound, we got very great immersive sound. Sony has so far done a really great job. But when it comes to the special features, again, they really outdid themselves. Now, I haven't watched all the special features, and I don't remember if any of these were on the original Blu-ray, but just going off of what is offered on the J-Card, again, I think they did a really great job giving us good special features. On the 4K disc, you have the theatrical cut and the uncensored version of the film. You have an archival commentary from director Tom Savini. You have a commentary specifically for the uncensored version on the 4K disc. On the Blu-ray disc, you of course have the theatrical cut and the uncensored version. You have a commentary for the uncensored version that was the same as the 4K disc, archival commentary, The Dead Walk, making a featurette, Savini's Night with director Tom Savini, Being Barbara with actress Patricia Tallman, Oh Brother with actor Bill Moseley, Return of the Living Dead with special makeup effects supervisor, Time with Tom and actor William Butler, Flesh and Blood with actors McKee Anderson and Heather Mazer? Sorry if I mispronounced that. In Living Dead Color with producers John A. Russo and Russell Streiner. Cutting the Dead with editor Tom Dubinsky. The Dead Speak with zombie performers Greg Funk and Derek Ashton, and a theatrical trailer. So yeah, they gave us some pretty good special features. This is stuff that we would see on like Scream Factory or Arrow Video or something like that. But no, we got it from a major studio here. And overall, what else can I say besides fantastic, phenomenal? I love this release. It's probably one of my favorite releases of the year in general, not just with picture quality. I just love the fact that we got this on 4K, and Sony did a phenomenal job with it. Took their time with it, gave us a really great 4K scan, really good sound, a bunch of special features, and a really nice looking Steelbook. I really cannot be happier with this release. I think if it becomes available again, because I know right now it's sold out on Amazon, but if you can somehow get a copy of this without paying scalper prices, definitely get this. Now, I did say there was one issue with this release, and it's a personal issue. I wanted to talk about it after the review because, you know, it's kind of a small thing. I'm not dinging this release for anything, but I will say that Amazon needs to do a better job with handling their movies. I don't know if you could tell, but right here, yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but I got a little bit of a ding right there, so I thought, okay, it's just a little bit of a ding, no big deal. But if I open it up, you can tell in this corner right here, there is a crack on the spine, and yeah, I don't know how well this is coming out, but it is a little broken right there. So I gotta do some magic and see if I can try to super glue it. But man, that's the only disappointing thing about this release. Phenomenal everything. But Amazon mishandled it, and now I have a ding and a crack on the spine here. So now I got to try to fix it to see if I can fix it. I know this is an issue with, like, delivering movies in general, but it just irks me. And I can't return it or exchange it because they're out of stock right now, and I really don't want to wait to get a new copy in because Lord knows how long that's going to take. I know some people were having issues with the Superman Steelbook. Some people were trying to exchange it or return it, but they weren't allowing it because they were out of stock. So it's probably going to be the same with this one. So in my opinion, as much as it irks me, it's not worth dealing with that kind of fight. One last thing before I go, let's give away the digital code. Just like always, I'll hold it up to the screen, and whoever gets it, gets it. Here we go. And it's gone. Whoever gets it, enjoy your copy of Night of the Living Dead, the remake, on 4K. So guys, that's my 4K review of Night of the Living Dead. Like I said, it's one of the best 4Ks of the year in my opinion. I absolutely loved it. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section if you picked it up, and also let me know, were you able to pre-order it? Because I know pre-orders were kind of going back and forth. It was available, then unavailable. Were you lucky enough to get it? Are you still waiting for your copy? Whatever your thoughts on everything is, let me know in the comment section below. And just like always, guys, thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will do a 4K review of Superman probably sometime this weekend or next week. I need to watch the movie first and then, have time to actually do that video. But I do plan on doing that. So look forward to that. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and share it. Subscribe right here if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, take care.